Or is it Ruth?
Ruth.
Baby Ruth.
Oh, little baby Ruth.
My little baby Ruth. She rocks and she rolls. Goes in the dive bars looking for holes to stick her mouth. And then the truckers fuck her mouth. That's my wife.
That's just my wife.
That's how she acts. I regret it every day. She's trouble in every way. Mo, 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 mo.
My
little
wife's name
baby
is
Ruth.
Mo.
She changed her name.
Mo Ruth.
Mo Ruth, Mo problems.
Oh, Mo Ruth.
Alright. That's funny. When you want to start the podcast?
This is the podcast.
Ah, fuck. You trapped me and you tricked me.
You've entered into a...
This is going to be a fun episode, I can tell
Oh,
already.
you can't get out of.
When you start an episode with a punked, then the only way is up. That's Ashton Kutcher, and you got Ashton Kutcher, he tricked Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
A memorable episode for me, I think, was Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah, Justin Timberlake got pranked.
His guitars.
Yeah, he smashed his cars, his guitars.
Cars.
Jessica Biel.
Jessica
was
Biel,
around then.
Jessica Endall.
It was Britney Spears that just broke up with Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then she got together with
Kevin Federline.
Kayline,
One of her ex-dancers, who she actually married in Vegas, if memory serves.
Lucky her.
Lucky him. A little bit of that dirty pop. But that was
That
Justin
was
Timberlake, wasn't it? Who actually used to go out with Britney. I know we covered that already, but
Yeah.
can you imagine if they'd have got married and had a kid? That would have been very talented at dirty pop.
Justin Spears.
Justin
He would have been great at
Spears.
boomboxing.
Don't touch Justin Spears. That's Justin's PR agent.
Yeah, in the
on
green
the set
room.
of SNL, the green room of SNL.
Don't touch Justin Spears.
He doesn't even drink them. He just likes to have 6 Coors Light.
Just
Don't. John Belushi comes in. Goes to John Belushi. Don't touch Justin Spears. Bill Hader comes in, hosting this week, and I left the cast.
Yeah.
You gonna do Stefan? Don't touch Justin Spears. And then that's the end of the skit, and that is actually a skit on SNL this week coming up, baby.
We said that we, in a previous episode, hoped to ingratiate ourselves with the SNL cast, the Snills. And I feel like this is really going to help.
I think, Lauren, we're going to get the call any day now. I'm going to be on as a cast member. Adam's going to be on as a featured player. He's going in more senior to me because he has actually got improv chops.
Yeah.
And it's going to be probably the best season ever. I'm going to do a lot of double-handers with Keenan.
Obviously.
I'm Trump. Keenan will play, well, any number of characters.
Yeah.
I can just do Trump.
Only Trump.
I do Trump. They brought me in to do Trump because Baldwin's out.
Yeah.
Baldwin's a sexist. Baldwin's fat. Baldwin's dumb. What do you think about that?
Yeah, he's not able to play Trump at all. He's not suited for it.
That's very funny, actually, and I knew what I was doing. And I set you up, and you knocked them down, and that's comedy, baby. So welcome to Nothing But Net. It's the podcast that starts with a bang and ends with a laugh.
Yeah.
And what do you think about that as a new catchphrase for the show?
It's it's better than our other one, which was get on your computer and look at the internet, use your keyboard to type in nothingbutnet.com, and then log on to our website and then download our podcast so that you can listen to it while you search the internet.
I don't know. I like that one, but the new one has a lot of promise too, and maybe it's a case of having two.
Yeah.
And then you just say them both at the start.
Begin with a bang, end with a...
website, I guess, would be a compromise.
Log on.
Begin with a bang, end with a log on.
Yeah, sure.
Which sounds like the opposite to my internet porn browsing tendencies.
I don't log on.
And we're not talking about J-O and J-ing off on this episode. It's gross.
No.
we're going to talk about positive things. We're going to open with the same thing we open with every week, which is internews, which is actually news from the internet.
You know our news segment, internews.
Internews, not interviews, not to be, although we could do an interview. Hey, Adam, what do you think of the atomic bomb?
I think so few men have ever so little cried at so much.
Excellent news. And that's just one example of the interview. But actually, we're going to, well, my homepage.
Okay.
Which is where I get a lot of my news. I don't know what this homepage is. It doesn't have a URL. It just comes up when I open my Microsoft computer. And there's some real news going on this week. The top news is the Chase star leaves fellow panelists shocked over ... That's a classic example of what I would call clickbait.
Yeah. They want you to click in there to see what he's left over, and we all know that it's sexual allegations.
Well, why don't we, what do you think this woman shocked her fellow panelist over?
I think it was sexual allegations.
Okay. I tell you what, I'll read the headline and you tell me if it's true or false.
Okay.
The Chase's Anne Hegarty leaves Paris Lee's, that is, shocked with "you used to be a boy" comment.
Oh.
So
it is sexual allegations, but she is sexually allegating someone else.
Oh, I see.
About their sexuality.
Yeah, so the presenter of, I guess, the TV show The Right Stuff, which is sort of the flagship show of Channel 5.
Oh, yeah.
And the jewel of the Channel 5 crown. Morning crown.
And it's a rich crown.
It's a big crown.
It got a lot of crown. It got a lot of jewels on that crown.
Channel 5 very good these days, actually. It's got
a lot of jewels on that crown.
Yeah, it's got the TV show A Lot of Jewels on That Crown, which is a really good show.
I love the jewels on that crown.
Yeah. And it's good, though. It's good. Channel 5 used to just be sort of late-night European softcore pornography and horse racing.
Yeah. And it was good then, too.
And it was great then. And now it's even better, because in the middle, you got The Right Stuff. And those are the three prongs.
Lo and behold, if you clicked on to Channel 5 expecting soft porn, and you got horse race, because
you don't want to get your lines crossed, do you?
You got all that pent up energy, nothing to do with it, but bet on a horse, and you're gonna.
Well, you can't JO to a horse.
You can't JO to a horse.
That's a rule. I think that is actually illegal.
Yeah. Well, they don't say it as a saying for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
So it turns out, basically, the woman you're picturing from the TV show The Chase, the sort of bold as brass.
Oh, yeah, bold as brass.
Bolshy woman. She says she was very horrible to a presenter and said, "You are a boy," even though that's a transgender woman. So, nil point for her.
Yeah, I think, what's her name?
Well, I shut the link, but I'll open it again. That's the wonder of the internet. Anne Hegarty.
Anne Hegarty. I think Anne Hegarty, in regards to your frankly unpleasant comments,
yes,
keep your nose out.
Very retrograde.
Yeah.
And I would say that my headline would be "An horrible mistake," but I probably wouldn't get as many clicks. Let's see if there's any other news.
Okay.
5 online dating sites that actually work for free.
Really?
If this is on the news, then it must be
true.
True. It must be real stuff. So
that's not clickbait. That's a list. What they call that is a listicle.
Oh, it's a listicle. Yeah, well, it could really work for me.
Yeah, I'm looking for a date. She's got to be tall.
She's got to be big.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to be bold. Anne Hegarty's on the market, I'm told.
Sweet.
You get with Anne Hegarty. She's disgraced herself with her transphobic comments, but she's still got that Chase money.
Yeah, she got that Chase money, but
she got them Chase bucks.
All them Chase bucks in the world can't pay for a new personality for Hag.
That's true. You can get gender reassignment, but you cannot get personality reassignment.
Exactly, which is the comeback that the host of the Chase should have said. Should have said, yeah, maybe I did get a gender reassignment, but you should get a personality transplant.
That would have actually been pretty fun. We have no way of knowing if she did.
No, I hope she did.
I hope so. Some other funny photo, just some other headlines from the news. This penniless yogi controls a $1 billion corporation.
$1 corporation.
That's big. This knobbly kneed photo that Hitler tried to ban.
Oh, Hitler's knobbly knee photo.
He's dead, but it's still funny.
Yeah, because he was a war criminal.
and 20 good reasons to sleep. I can think of one
Yeah.
because I'm tired all the time.
Rest in R&R.
And apparently Hillary Clinton has broken her wrist or fractured her wrist
Right.
on a holiday. So it just goes to show there's no rest for the wicked.
I'm sorry for Hillary Clinton, but you don't see Donald Trump on holiday.
No, he just does golf, and that's not actually a holiday. That's where
Yeah.
a lot of big business deals are done.
He's busy lobbying about violence in video games and telling everybody that games cause gun violence.
Yeah,
Which
what's
is
she
true,
doing?
because
Wiffle
I saw the
ball.
video they made.
It does.
Yeah, they showed a picture of Call of Duty. They showed a picture of Grand Theft Auto. They showed a photo of, Garfield.
Yeah. The only game
I'm
I really
inclined to
play-
agree.
I only play The Sims, so I act normal.
Yeah,
Although I do have a gold complex.
who doesn't? What Sims are we talking? 1, 2, 3, 4?
I just do the Sims H&M expansion pack.
Oh,
So it's just
of course.
can't actually play the Sims, but I can browse digitized versions of last summer's H&M collection.
What's your favorite Sims 4 expansion pack?
H&M.
Really?
H&M one.
Mine
yeah.
is definitely laundry day stuff.
What's that?
You pay £10 and
Uh-huh.
you just get clothes.
That's great. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the same with H&M one, but it's actually H&M brand clothes.
Yeah, there's the Katy Perry one.
So that's just Katy Perry t-shirts.
It's just Katy Perry t-shirts. All of her merch
That's great.
on your sim.
I do actually remember a very, very, very funny video that I saw, which was the great Katy Perry, aka KP, doing the Sims voice.
Oh,
And it was top drawer. I mean, it was really good stuff.
yeah, she does do the Sims voice really well.
And it's something that you do well as well, Adam.
Oh, for all of you not to know, I'm great at Sims voice. Zan Hamburger Bliney and Glane.
That's good, actually. You probably heard me laugh there, listeners. Sorry. But sometimes when Adam is I know this is a serious sort of tech podcast, but when Adam
Yeah.
is that funny, you can really actually get a laugh.
And as we say in what they call Siamese, glag, which means get over it.
Yeah. Just get over it. Take a hike. Also, we're talking about the news. Katy Perry this week forced a boy to kiss her. And it was his first kiss.
Oh, I saw that.
And he was very upset because he's a sort of... he was saving his lips. He was going to sell his lips on eBay, actually, which is another website.
Saving those lips for a chaste woman.
Yeah.
Your first kiss was
never
Katy
used-
Perry, though.
Huh?
Wouldn't you say?
Mine
Okay.
wasn't.
No, Iv.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking
yeah.
hypotheticals here because nobody's first kiss was Katy Perry except that one 19-year-old Christian boy.
And probably one other person, maybe. Or maybe some other people. Katy Perry might... probably some girls, actually, which is a
Maybe.
joke. Because I kissed the girls and I liked it.
Yeah, she did kiss the girl and she liked it.
You and
But then a boy kissed her
correct me
and
if
he
I'm
liked
wrong. You and I both had our first kiss with a cat's bottom.
We did.
Because we both have very bad eyesight. And actually, cat's bottom does look like lips on a hairy
It
woman.
does. Like anybody listening to this thinking, what? Cat's bottom?
Get over yourself.
Yeah, nobody's perfect. Yeah, I kissed a cat's bum. I didn't do it again.
Which is a Katy Perry B-side.
Yeah. And the thing, it's not like I kept going. As soon as my lips touched that rectum, I pulled away.
I knew instantaneously
Yeah.
I'd made a mistake. My eyesight's very bad. My sense of taste is heightened.
Incredibly. And, what as they say is diminish one sense, increase another. Kiss a cat's bum from brother to brother.
And that's and you say that, they say that, Adam and I say that, and that's a motto that's very specific to our friendship.
It's more of a coping mechanism than
It wasn't
a
the
motto.
same cat. I'll
Oh
tell you
no,
that for free.
no, it wasn't. They were two different cats.
Yeah.
Mine was
yeah.
a ginger tabby.
Mine was a lion, which actually have slightly bigger bums. It was sort of like the cat bum equivalent of DSLs.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was really cool.
That's really cool.
I was able to lord that over Adam for a while.
Yeah, I just kissed a small little cat's bum. You got,
Like juicy,
as we say, the full lion.
the full lion's butt. But
Yeah.
they do look like lips
They do.
in a way.
They're close enough.
Not really.
An anus is close
I wouldn't
enough
do
to
it
the
again.
lips. No, I mean I've never wanted to do it since. I never wanted to do it then. I just thought it was a
No.
girl.
No, we both. You saw Adam and I on the street.
I thought I
we've
was
probably.
on a date with a nice redhead, And I thought, Grace is going so well, I'm going to give her a kiss. And it turned out that it was just a ginger tabby's butthole.
Mm-hmm.
That's life.
And I broke into the zoo, and I knew what I was doing, and I did it. No, I'm only kidding. I've got these big milk bottle glasses. You know, they sort of these. Adam and I have this in common. We both got these very long milk bottle glasses that go on for days, really.
At least
Mine are
3
several
feet.
feet ahead, and what I'd done that day is I'd sat in my home ec room at high school on a Friday, and I'd taken 2 pads of sandpaper, and I just really sanded up my glasses with both hands out, sort of trying to relent, and until my arms ached, and I managed to get about half a foot off of the lens.
And that's just for a laugh.
But it ruined the lens. It
Yeah.
was just I was trying to get more smaller glasses so that I'd be, actually, ironically, more likely to kiss out girls' lips.
Yeah. Because
Nothing
everybody
doing,
knows
though.
the bigger your frames, the bigger your lenses, the less you get girls.
It's ironic because actually one of my favorite TV personalities is Len Goodman. But Len's Goodman is not what women think.
No.
Women, if anything, think no Len's Goodman.
Yeah.
And I've heard many women say that, and it is the key to picking up girls. It's no Lens.
Should call him Frames Bad Man.
No frame bad man would be
Lens Good Man, Frames Bad Man.
yeah, and that's
And that's an article you could probably trust. You click on that listicle and it will probably give you 5 top reasons why Lens is bad unless you're Lens.
I was very lucky because now I'm on contact lens,
Oh, okay.
and they call them contact lens because you finally get some human contact when you buy them.
Yeah.
Adam is stuck with milk bottle, and
I do my fair share.
yeah, all right,
Yeah.
that's a little peek behind the curtain there, and Adam's proclivities.
Yeah, I kiss a girl.
Oh wow!
I kiss another girl. I kiss that same girl again. And then
Back to the first one. And the
then I
second
kiss
one.
one more girl, and then 10 years pass, no girls, and then one more girl. So,
And that's a life in a bottle.
yeah.
I haven't kissed anyone since. So
Since the lion's anus.
It's been 1-0 for me, but
That lion's anus was a real...
it's King of the
I mean, if
Jungle.
you're going to kiss any cat butt, why not kiss a lion's butt?
It was a girl lion, so I guess Queen of the Jungle, but
Lioness?
no,
No.
it was a lion. It was normal sized. It wasn't a small one.
Like a tiny little lion.
Lionette. No, it was good. It was very scary in the zoo that night. I remember very dark nighttime zoo, very big rhinos and
I can
scary
imagine.
ants. Yeah, the ants are the scariest thing in the zoo. Ants have killed more people than anything in the world. Do you know that as a fact?
No.
You'd probably guess sharks or bullets. It's just ants.
Just ants. Bullet ants?
That's
Fire
a funny
ants?
joke, but it's all kinds of ants. I mean, I guess there's different breeds.
Yeah. Just all ants together. I don't think it's fair to lump all ants together.
Weight of ants heavier than weight of the whole world, according to NASA science. Which leads me to believe that these ants are actually probably keeping us down. If the ants start to die out, the world gets so light, we'll float into the sun. And so
So thanks, ants.
thanks ants, yeah. And obviously one could make a joke there, but Robert Popper beat us to it.
Robert Popper beats you. Yeah, Robert Popper beats you to it.
So, we're 20 years late to make a joke. Whatever, get over it.
Yeah.
We're not about jokes. We're about technology. We're about progress. This is a tech podcast. I want to see us up there with the Steve Jobs quotes cast. And I want to see us up there with Bill Gates.
Wicked Web is one I've been looking at recently.
Wicked Web.
Wicked Web is we don't shout out a lot of podcasts on here because we'd rather you listen to us. But if you're a nethead and you're a tech freak, check out Wicked Web because it's got, Tony Danzer, who is just probably one of the top developers of tech that I think I've ever met.
Yeah.
And, he has guests on each week and they just talk about, computers.
Yeah.
Which I didn't expect.
Yeah, which RAM is hardest, and
Yeah.
can you even, is there going to be a new USB on this thing?
Yeah.
That's great.
Thunderbolt? Firebolt?
I don't want to be, may I speak my truth?
Oh, you can speak any truth.
I don't think there would be this podcast, serious, earnest, okay, somewhat small, somewhat kind of grassroots, from the ground up, tech podcast, if it wasn't for the fact that there was other podcasts that have gone before us. In the words of Isaac Newton, we stand on giant shoulders to get closer to the podcast we want.
Yeah, and it's little things, like to quote Isaac Newton, you know,
scientist.
even the smallest apple can have the biggest bonk on the head of the world.
Yes, and that was probably derived from his personal... I don't know if you know this, but he actually got hit with a head in apple, and it was a sort of instant Rain Man moment. So Isaac was a very normal boy, collected bees, went to market, did the king stuff from the past.
Yeah.
But then read Bible. But then he got hit in the head with a big old pink lady, and I'm talking about the kind of apple, not a woman falling from the sky.
No.
Because that's a fantasy of mine, but not real.
Yeah.
It was an apple, bonk on head, and then all of a sudden you go, Isaac Newton, he's a super space genius, and he actually invented physics.
Yeah, and gravity.
Yeah, gravity and...
the apple falls...
Speaking of physics, it's got to be R.I.P. Stephen Hawking this week of all weeks.
Yeah, it has to be. And he was both a great mind of science and a great mind of technology.
And it's rare for anyone to double into both, because actually science and technology are very different, but it is a rare brain that manages to double up.
Yeah.
So credit to him. And
I'm sure on every tech podcast you listen to, they'll be giving props up to the Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
But on this podcast...
We mean it.
We really do. We really mean it. We're not doing it just for clicks. We're not doing it for views. We're not doing it so you can put it on your Tumblr and say, these guys really care.
We got enough clicks. This is the most popular podcast in the world, I think.
I haven't looked at the analytics, but I would assume.
Me neither. I'm just going off on the fact that the vibe that we get in this show, it's pretty positive.
Yeah. I mean,
gets
I haven't
better,
heard a single bad word about it.
No one talks about it.
No.
Because they have no criticisms.
When
People talk about stuff when they want to criticize.
When people come up to me on the street, they don't say, you're from that podcast.
No.
Because I feel like they know. They know I know I'm from the podcast. They know there's reverence there.
When people come up to me on the street, they do not come up to me on the street.
No.
And I think that's a kind of Dalai Lama scenario where they're worried about interrupting me when I'm going about my business.
A Dalai Lama dilemma, you could say.
It's a Lama Dema. It's an epidemic.
It's an epidemic of Dalai Lama dilemmas.
Yeah. And it's a great podcast. Listen in.
So R.I.P. Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, R.I.P. Stephen Hawking. He went to space.
Just like in Star Trek.
Just like in Star Trek. So, and actually was the first man in space. So,
yeah.
Pretty big deal. Tied with Yuri Gagarin.
Yeah,
which
obviously.
Is, one Russian, one Brit.
And Laika, the dog.
And a monkey that died.
Nobody knows the name of.
Chip.
Okay.
And now on the BBC website, there's more news. Menopausal women should be given badges. Which to me seems like a mistake.
Is this like a badge of well done? Or is this like a armband situation?
I think it's an armband so they don't drown.
Right.
But like a badge, maybe an inflatable badge.
It just gets really big.
It just gets huge, and you have 6 of them over your key areas: brain, neck, torso, belly button, navel, other words, pussy. Is that 6? Feet.
Yeah, feet is 6.
And I don't say pussy in a derogatory or insulting way. But if you were going to drown with the menopause, you wouldn't want
your pussy to drown.
No, because then that's like double jeopardy.
Yeah.
Because it's the one that done it.
Your pussy already drowned in menopause.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And this is the kind of high-minded talk you can expect from this podcast.
Where's this episode going to go? I mean, I'm thinking, we got to need some ideas to go on this podcast. We have to get going. On the last episode, we had this great episode. We had all of our friends text in and ask questions. But it's weird to get back to a normal episode and just think, if you're in a room with a man, it's a strange man.
Yeah.
And he's staring at you.
Just dead in the eyes.
And he's looking at a mic. And there's 2 of them. And we're both doing it. And we're both intimidating one another. What the hell do we talk about?
Yeah. And that's probably the theme of today's episode is, do you talk about
Yeah.
with another person? Because
hell do
you're
you
a big tech head. You're sitting listening to this. You're probably, you're 5'9" to 5'11". You're of average male height. You are a male.
You may be slightly balding.
Yeah, you've got a slightly underendowed penis. I wouldn't say it's a micro penis,
It's
but
not
it's
a
not
small penis. It's just,
it's
like
under
if you measured
average.
it would be under average.
Yeah.
But sort of by a matter of millimeters,
Yeah.
probably.
You worry that, you just worry that you're never going to find love. You worry that you're never really going to connect with anyone on a personal level.
You live in Scotland.
So,
Slightly overweight.
yeah. So, I mean, this podcast is for you. And it's just about
How do you talk to people?
how do you keep a conversation going in the IRL?
I like to think of it, this would be a good thing we could do. You know when you listen to those foreign language tapes and it's Italian, for example,
Yes.
and it's Le come sta?
The house.
Yeah, and it's Le vorrebbe bere qualcosa. And then
You have touched my knee.
ciao mamma.
Yes, mother.
Yeah. Hi mama. So it's
yes, mother.
Si mama. Hi mother. And it's but they don't do one of those for people who already speak a language. You just need to learn to speak.
Yeah.
Excuse me, where is the gym? Excuse me, where is the gym?
Yeah.
Hello,
it could be,
you're a very pretty lady. Hello, you're a very pretty lady.
yeah, it could be a nice sort of mix of, here's what you want to say, but here's what you should say.
Oh, that's good. Let's do it. It's English as a first language
Yeah.
tape.
Yeah, it's kind of like nerd
our listeners.
to
Nerd to normal.
normal kid.
Oh yeah, that's such a handy thing. Adam and I obviously we're blessed. We're graced with the good luck to be nerds who actually understand CPUs inside and out.
Yeah, when
But
you're a hunk
also-
who learns how to be a nerd, it's the double whammy.
We're also
really.
studs. I mean,
Yeah.
Adam has a leather jacket and kissed I think a girl,
I kissed 3 girls, waited 10 years to kiss one more girl.
and I've got.
You kissed cat ButtHole.
I did that, and I got 6 or 7 girls on LinkedIn connections.
And that's
One of them endorsed me for project management. And it was a girl.
so that's pretty much like he's got probably at least 3 girlfriends. So
Yeah.
if anyone's ready to do this kind of nerd to normo
It's us.
converter, it's us.
The two most normal guys in the world who also understand nerd shit. Sorry,
Yeah.
sucker. It's us. You might think Donnie Zuko might be a better candidate, but sorry, sucker, it's us.
It's us.
You might think Michael Caine might be a better candidate. No.
No.
He's old. We're young.
Michael
Suck that.
Caine is falling down. Now it's our turn
That's Michael Douglas.
to take that crown. That's good.
That's a film joke. Well, that's a different podcast, and I'm actually tune into my new film podcast, which is called Easygoing Film Guy. But let's start with the nerd to normal lesson. So why don't you play the nerd?
Okay.
I'll play the hunk, and then we'll just translate some easy common phrases. Then we can take turns. We can swap it back. So, what's the everyday situation a nerd would not be good at?
You're in a coffee shop and there's a pretty girl behind the counter,
Okay.
and you want to get a coffee and respectfully tell her how much you appreciate her.
Okay. So you say not what you would say because obviously you're very charming, but you say what a typical listener of this show would say.
I have a 10 meg computer in my basement. If you want to come back with me and just have a look at it, yeah, you're gonna find a whole lot of you're gonna find 10 whole gigabytes of porn.
Hello. Thank you. And then that's normal.
Yeah, that's how you.
That's how you start.
And here's
conversation with a
the
barista.
first failure. The pretty girl at a coffee shop doesn't care about you.
No, you do not pick up people who are in the service industry. It's
No.
fucking gross.
It's really unpleasant.
You leave them be. They're doing their job. They have to be somewhat nice to you. Don't misconstrue their professional requirement as flirtation.
Especially if you're a whole dork, because then they don't care.
Unless you are like gorgeous George Clooney or gorgeous Ross Foley. And then everyone want it. Sorry, baby, I'm taking it. And it's Clooney saying that. I'm, TBC. But yeah, obviously, if you're a nerd, if you're someone, if you're someone who is a listener to this show, leave them be.
Yeah, just let them live. Live and let live. Live and let die.
Believe me, they don't want to speak to you in a sexual way. But you can order a coffee in a less weird way, as we just demonstrated.
Yeah, and you can order that coffee, and they will leave that interaction not thinking, "Who is this subhuman that's come up to me?"
At all.
Yeah, they will get you your coffee, and you really won't register. And I feel like that's probably the best you can ask for.
You'll get what you want, and all you're allowed, unless you are me/George Clooney.
Yeah. So let's do a more social thing. Maybe
Okay,
where you do
good
have a
idea.
chance with a girl.
Well, you may actually, if you're a average to above average guy, maybe you've got your own Audi, maybe you're wearing a top man jacket, you might actually get LAID later.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
So let's say, and use your imagination here, listeners, because we're going to take you on a wild ride.
Sick.
You're not hunched over in front of your computer in the darkness eating, Hot Pockets and super noodles. You are at a bar with friends, and there is a second separate part on the tape about getting friends.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, but you're at a bar with friends. You see a girl across the bar. She gives you the old
she's
wink.
She's got two hoop earrings, and she's wearing a Star Wars t-shirt.
Yeah, so
And she's got hair that's
she's
parted.
down to clown.
She's down to clown, and you're weird shit. She's a geek girl.
Yeah,
And you're
she's seen
thinking,
Star Wars,
"Oh, I
and
don't
it's
know that."
not many people have seen Star Wars. It's not very popular, so she's into that niche shit.
And you could have a chance to even refer to Star Wars as a nerd, and maybe that will actually help you get laid for once in your GD life.
Yeah,
This is perfect situation for you.
yeah. Okay, so first you approach the girl,
Okay.
and here's what you will say, and then a nice
And then I'll-
translation.
Yeah.
I didn't really particularly like the prequels, but I'm a big fan of Force Awakens, and I think that it's great that they brought back Han Solo. Do you want to be my girlfriend? You can come back to my house and look at my Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Okay. First mistake. Adam knows. Do you know, listener? Didn't even say hello. So you don't lead in with just facts about yourself.
No.
Take this from someone who has read numerous pickup artist blogs, PUA blogs. You got to say hello.
And really, as a translation, it could literally just be
Hello.
hello.
So let's hear the translated version. Hello. R2D2. Hello. R2. Are you? Drink? And see how much more easy that was. That's a very normal conversation.
Nobody cares about your No. Kylo Ren fanfic. Nobody cares
No,
that you
no, no.
wish Mara Jade was in the new ones. She's not. Get over it.
Men and women, potential romantic partners, the one thing they're looking for from a potential date is concision. Don't waffle. Don't talk about yourself. Hit the hard facts. Hello? You have to say hello.
I'm going to be honest. You could cut that down.
Oh yeah,
considerably.
no, I'm
You could
sorry.
cut it
yeah,
straight down to
yeah,
two
yeah,
words.
yeah. Let's try
Hello
it again. Let's try
and
it again.
drink.
Let's try again. You be animate if you will. You role play as the woman.
Okay.
So I've got something to play against.
Right.
And
okay.
then I'll know exactly how little to say.
Mhm.
So here we go. We're going to a party. I'm wearing my top man suit. I've got probably a sort of the kind of cocktail that's supposed to insinuate my masculinity, like an old fashioned
Oh,
or
okay.
a whiskey sours. I come up to you. Hello.
Hi.
R2D2. And that's it.
And I'm pointing at my shirt.
The woman was pointing at her shirt. Done.
Yeah, Star
Married.
Wars. And you've gotten yourself a real nerdy girl. Boy, she's going to not be able to wait to play video games with you. Multiplayer. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 2 players.
Now let's flip the script. Okay. This is not, it's not all about sex.
Mm-mm.
This is 2 nerds meeting. And this will be, we'll give you an idea of how 2 jocks would talk. 2 studs versus 2 nerds.
Okay.
And this is just boy talk. This is boy talk, we do girl talk after. This is just boy talk around the water cooler at work.
Yeah.
Or maybe in a sports bar.
So imagine these nerds. It's like a Dilbert strip.
It's Dilbert. They're both working at IBM and it's Dilbert.
It's just Dilbert.
Everything's Dilbert. Get over it. Dogbert too.
Yeah.
But this is how our readers would talk to each other at a push if they left their bloody hovels at all.
Yeah.
So imagine it's a PC gaming convention.
Okay.
And they've both been dared to talk to literally anyone else. So that's why this conversation is happening. What?
Are you going to be sitting comparing that computer all day? I want to play the new beta of World of Warcraft.
You couldn't handle it even if you liked it.
Excuse me. I'm level 94.
Actually, there is no level 84. You have been bluffed. There are 83 levels in this game, and you have...
I've got the developer's console, and I'm probably the best person at this game. So you can just shut your little mouth.
There is no developer's console on this game. It was developed exclusively on open source. So you have actually been gazumped.
Maybe if you played on
Consider
a Linux
yourself
computer,
Bazinga.
maybe if you played on a Linux computer, you wouldn't be such a fucking scrub.
Maybe if you actually opened your eyes for once and looked at me and realized that I'm the GOAT at this game of all time, you would actually give a damn.
Well,
You would actually give a care.
You clearly don't get on the forums much because you are a real tool.
Your bias is showing, asshole.
Look, I gotta get out of here. My mom's calling me. Good night.
I have to go as well because I have a headache. And then that's how probably two of our listeners would talk.
That's how all of our listeners would talk to each
It
other.
sucks, apart from Mama Past who would add a little something in the mix.
Yeah, okay.
But, for the most 99.9%,
Yeah. Everyone but Mama Pasta is a big stinky nerd, but Mama Pasta, we love ya.
We love you, sexy baby mama.
Oh.
We are your soul. I like old women. But how this conversation should have gone would be between two ordinary people at an ordinary convention. So not a gaming convention, probably like a convention for ties.
Yeah, or like cars.
Yeah,
Cars is maybe even a little too nerdy.
Cars too nerdy because it's engines. Engines is actually computers these days. Probably ties. Ties or maybe baseball cards.
Ties or suitcases.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's a suitcase convention in New York Airport.
Yeah.
And it's just, imagine I'm so excited talking about this because it's actually my life. Imagine two really handsome men. So it's like George Clooney times 10 meeting Christian Bale times 9, and that's me and Adam. And it's actually dynamite. And every person in this room is a bunch of hunks and babes.
Yeah.
And it's in an airport, which is actually the main place to network.
It is.
Have you actually read on Netflix?
Yeah.
No. LinkedIn. Actually, the top place to network these days is airport, which is nuts.
Yeah, when you're waiting for a flight,
I became CEO in JFK. I became CEO in JFK. Let that sink in for a moment. And I make 6-figure salary times 10. That's actually 60-figure salary, baby. Oh, God. More money than fucking Ralph Gates, who's Bill Gates' illegitimate son. And actually, the industry I work in is pay-per-click. So that's nuts. But Google pays me to not actually introduce my ideas in the market because I'm a fucking dynamite, man. It's so cool. I became CEO in JFK. But this is actually, this is so cool. I love talking about work and ideas at LinkedIn.
Now, you do get excited
My
about
head's
this,
gone all red.
but we should say, don't get this excited.
No, it's not cool.
Because it's not cool. Especially if it's your first meeting with another businessman. You stay frosty.
Yeah, you gotta be cool. You'll see in a minute, but I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm in a close personal environment with someone I trust.
Oh, yeah.
My hands are sweating. It's so cool just thinking about business deals and
Business
the idea of it.
is probably the coolest thing ever. I don't know why we didn't do a business podcast.
I paid for these suits, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually on LinkedIn, at this point.
Catch me on LinkedIn, catch me sending my CV out to people in much, much higher positions and saying, baby, I could have your job in a fucking second.
I love threatening people. I'm actually this really good looking company endorsed me for like being smart. It's really good, man. It's so
That's
sick.
sweet, man.
It's sick. It's just, I mean, I'm not trying to talk two ways about it. It's one way street.
And what I
It's
love is
sick.
being informal on your LinkedIn, because everybody thinks, oh, I've got to be professional. But when you're a little bit playful,
Yeah,
those job offers come rolling in.
Do you want to guess who has fun on LinkedIn?
Who?
CXOs.
Yeah.
And when you're a kind of executive level person, actually you kick the shoes off and you just have fun. It's just fucking cool. It's sick. I'm sorry to use bad language. It's effing sick.
It's effing
It's
sick,
dope.
though.
It's
like-
dope website. It's dope business.
My LinkedIn picture is me on my skateboard, just kind of in my business attire. But I've gone outside and I've taught a couple kids how to shred, and people, they pick up on that. They go, you know what, this guy, he's in touch with the young people.
Man, it's
and
dope
it's
sick.
so sick.
It's scaling up, data-driven infrastructure, online cloud,
Yeah.
managing senior level executives cross-national. It is EMEA, and I'm doing it so often I don't even remember where I started. I started at an airport though. I became JFK CEO. But anyway,
Yeah.
I digress. Here's a cool interaction. This is how you should be talking to people. Yes, in airports, at conventions, but even in less cool places, just like Tesco with your mom.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, brother, what's up?
Have you seen the suitcases, dude?
Man, it gets better every year.
Oh, man. You want to go outside and toss the pigskin around, have a couple brisk?
No, it's alright for me because I'm allergic to the sun.
Oh, whatever, man.
I got 2 wives,
Yeah.
2 sons, 2 sons by one wife,
Yeah, man.
no sons by my other wife. What's your favorite sandwich?
Oh, you know I'm talking about that. BLT, bacon, lettuce, tomato. I play that stuff. I give it to my sons before they go out. And they ask me every day, hey, Dad, can you make my bacon, lettuce, tomato? And I say, oh, sure, little brother. Sure, little dude. I don't call him son because I feel like that's talking down to him. You sure you don't want to go out and we toss pigskin around here, bro?
No, I'm allergic to the sun. My first son is actually done his first 900 on a skateboard. Tony Hawk done it first. My son did it best.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you might do it last, but last is always best, bro.
I'm certainly the last ever guy who's gonna bang my wife. I definitely not the first.
You can tell me that, my wife the other week, I caught her boning down on some bro, and he was like, hey, what's up, cuck? And I was like, oh, I'm sick.
Never gonna be able to go to space because you can still see the sun in space, and I'm allergic to the sun.
You know that, brother?
It's pretty sick. One of my most dope hobbies is skateboarding, but I have to wear a bodysuit because I'm allergic to the whole sun.
You know that. I'll tell you what, you give me 6 high fives, you give me 4 low fives, and you give me 1 good hug just for good measure, brother.
I have to moisturize because my skin gets severely burnt, even just from the reflection of spoons.
What's your name, bruh?
My name is Dorothy.
You tell you what, Dorothy, you take my business card, my name's Chart, and I'll,
Your name is it's on the chart. Your name is Chart.
my name's Chart, and I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up with suitcases, I'll hook you up with stories, I'll hook you up with a cool skateboard. And I will hook you up with a pigskin as soon as you get your sun-resistant clothes on.
Hello. Hello, Akbar. That's
how you have a good conversation.
That's how you talk to people, baby. That's how you talk. Everything else is bad conversation. That was a good
That
conversation.
was a great conversation.
That's how people should be talking. And that's actually how the people who make the big deals happen do talk.
Yeah, they
We're
do.
trying to make you rich. Listen.
Yeah. And, there are hundreds of words that a man can say. We've said a few, and we hope that you know that, no, I mean, we're fine for time. I just, I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that the tape is much longer.
Yeah, I've been trying to escape from these ropes that Adam uses to hold me in place throughout this whole episode, but Adam has assured me that I will not be getting out.
No.
And it's time to record the second half, beginning now. How long is that? How long is this episode so far?
We're sitting at about 43 minutes,
That's
maybe a little bit
manageable
longer.
chunk.
That's a good time.
That's a little
I mean,
chunk.
I assume you, listener, you're having a great time. You know, we don't feel pressure to go on. Yeah, you know, you're sitting there thinking, gosh almighty, it only comes once a week, once every 3 weeks, once in a dream.
Yeah.
Why can't they keep on talking forever? And we can, but we won't.
No, we won't. We definitely could, but we won't.
No, most definitely not.
It would be a gross indulgence. And that's gross.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is gross? Blisters.
Blisters are super gross.
Yeah, yep. They're not on the internet, but well, actually, this is a really cool question. What would be your idea of what's the internet equivalent of a blister, Adam?
The internet equivalent of a blister for me is, you know, when you see a Facebook post by what my favorite Facebook posts are, and they are equivalent of a blister, but they are my favorite Facebook posts. Is someone posts, you know, oh, it's a picture of them in Cabo, or it's a picture of them, you know, abroad, and they're like, oh, getting drunk in the sun, and then, you know, 6 comments down, there's an ant, or there's a you know, a slightly older female relative.
I see, not
who,
the insects.
No, not the insects.
Those guys keep the world alive.
Slightly older female relative who, you know, says, great picture, best wishes, how are you? Best of love from me and Mike and the kids. Have a great holiday. You know, that's the internet blister for me.
Why does that bother you so much? Oh no, you
Oh,
like
it doesn't bother me.
Why is that blister?
It's like finding a blister. You see it and you go, hey, that wasn't there earlier, and it's a real treat. And
Okay.
you know, when I find
Interesting.
a blister on my body, it doesn't disgust me because that's natural human body. It's just an interesting thing to see.
Yeah, it's a normal, cool idea.
Yeah.
When
And
I see a blister on my body, I usually pop it.
sometimes I pop blisters,
I
but
mean, it's horrible to talk
and when
about,
I pop the blister of the comment from the elderly,
giving it a like.
yeah, it's giving it a like. I pop that comment up because I go, you know what, you care, good for you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you thought it was going to be negative, but it was positive.
But that's nice. I mean, it's that, and that's the nature of blisters, isn't it? They seem unseemly and unpleasant, but actually,
They're good.
they're good. They turn your feet harder so that you can run higher marathons.
Yeah. And everybody knows if you run a marathon, you keep going.
If you stop, you lost.
You stop, you lose that. The second you stop a marathon, it ends. Life's a marathon. Keep running.
Oh, that's actually really good. Well, not to give the game away, but Adam got a job this week. Actually writing slogans for Nike.
Yeah, I am the Nike man. You know, a couple ones I've been bandying about, tossing about the old office.
Yeah, the Nike office.
You know, we have a Nerf fight every other week. It's pretty cool. I have a little kind of Lenovo ThinkPad that I write all my ideas down on, which is pretty sweet. You've got a Cintiq bamboo. I just draw little pictures and say, you know, I do the Nike swoosh. I practice the Nike swoosh every time.
Nike wish.
And I've had a couple sayings bandied about my head. You know, it's go for it. Don't stop doing. You're the only one.
Yeah.
Keep. Just keep.
Keep, full stop. Or
Yeah.
keep exclamation mark.
It's just keep.
Keep.
And I feel like you're probably going to see them on a backpack. You're probably going to see them in the news.
Nike do backpacks. Nike do speed trainers, jumpers.
They do. I've got a couple
balls.
Nike jumpers. Yeah, boost balls.
Yeah. It's one of the preeminent brands in the Western world.
It is great, and what I love about it is it's completely clean. There are no slaves.
No, it's Nike.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's the goddess of victory.
Yeah.
Little known secret. Goddess of victory, and it's a coincidence, obviously, because they just gave it a random name.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were doing. But of all the random names you could pick, that is one that, I mean, goddess of victory. If you do sports, you want to win. If you do marathon, you keep running forever. If you do boost ball, you want to score the absolute best boost ball. And if you're like me, you want to be the fastest speed runner on your internet game.
Yeah. And Nike will still promote that, even though you're not moving your limbs, and they've mostly atrophied, and they're like little onion stalks.
Yeah.
Nike will say, you know what, you're the fastest on the net. You got fast fingers. You got good typing.
There's future in this kid, you know. I think actually, the e-athletes of the future will be the athletes of today. You know, multi-billion-pound deals, Everyone loves them, and instead of Michael Jordan Air sneakers, you'll probably have fingerless gloves for nerds, like
Yeah, from Korean StarCraft
famous
players.
Korean star players, yeah. Star players, yeah.
Yeah, star players, yeah.
Yeah,
Star players, yeah.
But it's not only Koreans who go online.
Oh no, everybody games. Everybody goes online.
This new game that I've been playing recently is called chess.
Yes. Is that online? Is that
No.
you play that digital, you play that real?
I was given a board without any pieces. I've been trying to make pieces with old toothpaste on my windowsill.
Okay.
So far, no good.
No, it doesn't harden as well as you'd hope.
It's not toothpaste in there, which is my first mistake.
It's just ants.
It's ants. And ants very, very move.
That's true.
Ants no stay still. One of the fastest ants I ever met was, I called him Speedy. I don't know his actual ant name. Oh my god. You try making a queen or a bishop with Speedy, you're going to end up with ink on your face.
Because you covered them in ink to make them black and white.
Yeah. I had a bastard of a time finding white ink, I tell you that much. It was bullshit.
You could have used Tipex.
Oh, I don't know that product.
That's fair.
I checked my memory bank. No data found.
And that's a fun little thing you can do is treat your mind like a computer and
That's funny.
You'll never fail.
Let's do that. We'll do that. But you have a conversation with me to extend the sort of virtual reality aspect of the podcast this week.
Okay.
And I'll be me doing this.
Okay. That's no problem. How have you been?
Accessing feelings folder. Accessed. Downloading speech. That's funny. I have been 50%.
That's great. I've been feeling 75 myself.
Uploading. Feedback. Adam. Opening. Response. .zip. Downloading. Laughter. Uploading. Laughter. Ha. He.
Took a couple seconds there to get it.
Oh, that's a slow mainframe. This is me again. This isn't, computer me. But that is very funny.
It's a good joke.
I'll do it again at some point in the podcast and see if you can notice it.
Okay.
I'll not say when.
That's fine. I mean, I'll expect it to come.
Uploading. Response.
Just let me know when you're going to do
Uploading response. This is how I did it.
Oh, shit.
Uploading response to Adam. File not found. Not RAM. Rebooting to previous version. Updating RAM. Downloading speech. Hey Adam, it's me. I'm back. That's funny, internet.
That's a cool prank you can play on any friends or any mums or dads. Don't play it on your sister or brother, though.
That's a really good prank, but it is not a sibling-friendly prank.
No, because they'll think you've gone mad.
You do. The last person you want telling everyone you're mad is your sister or your brother, because those are the people who are supposed to have your back.
Yeah. Don't trick your sister or your brother, or they'll trick you back.
My sister Ditrix doesn't have the internet because she lives in Bolivia. What do you think about that?
I think that life without internet is like a life without soap.
Normal.
You can live it, but it ain't clean living, baby.
Oh, yeah. I actually use the internet to pretend to order soap when my boss is looking, so I know just what you mean.
Exactly. You can live without soap, but living without a net, living without a safety net.
I think we've covered this before, brother.
Yeah,
no, internet's great. Just to go through the top 10 things you can do on the internet. Number 10, buy soap. I know.
Number 9, pretend to buy soap.
Number 8, get a date.
Yeah. Number 7, make a date.
And number 6, pick up sticks.
Number 5, you are alive.
Number 4,
Hack into the InfoWars. Defeat the globalist, brother.
Number 3, just check on your day-to-day stuff and talk to people on Facebook.
Number 2, pick up sticks.
Yeah. And number 1, the number 1 thing you can do on the internet, is stocks.
Stocks and shares, baby. That's how you get rich. You play the LinkedIn mainframe.
Special mention eBay.
I bought shares in Amazon. I sold them for a higher price. Guess what? I'm a billionaire now. What am I gonna buy? Hello, more Amazon stocks.
Yeah.
Sell them again in 2 years' time. I'm gonna be a billionaire,
I'm gonna be a billionaire.
and I'll finally be able to build that villain's layer that I've had in the back end of my eye,
Yeah.
which is what I call my mind, for years. Mr. Scaramanga.
He's never not been thinking about Scaramanga Lair.
I've never not. Imagine being able to trick James Bond into coming and shooting at himself. It's the ultimate glory.
Yeah.
It's Roger Moore.
Obviously.
Roger Moore turns up wearing a white suit.
Yeah.
I think he crashes a plane to be there.
He does.
Shoots him out the air with a laser. Mr. Scaramanga says to Bond, "Welcome to my lair. You will now shoot at yourself in a mirror, you idiot."
And he does it.
I wish.
Bond falls for that trap with aplomb.
I'm very much pro Bond, but one of the few times where I've been rooting for the bad guy is Scaramanga, because he builds that perfect lair at a beach. A beautiful beach. And then go inside, knickknacks there, serving you a drink. I fooled you. That's not a good impression, but it's an attempt.
Yeah, you
Half a
won't
life
need
is
to do an
trying.
impression of knickknacks. You'll have your own knickknack.
What would be a modern knickknack? Because you couldn't get away with that now. I'd probably do
Greg.
Or like Dolly.
Dolly. Greg Dolly.
Greg Dolly could be. I tell you what, anyone called Greg Dolly, give me a call. You can be my new henchman.
You can be my new knickknack.
You be my knickknack, Greg.
Greg Dolly be my knickknack now.
I really think James Bond would fall for it if I did it. Because here's where Scaramanga made his first mistake. He didn't shoot Bond first.
Yeah. He made Bond shoot himself.
And you don't do that.
Yeah, you should just shoot Bond with a big gun.
You've had your 6. Now I'll have my 1.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee.
That's
Brilliant
Christopher Lee.
performance. Roger Moore normally is the standout in any Bond film, but this is the one time that someone else stands out as Christopher Lee as Scaramanga.
It's a great.
Shoot you with my golden gun.
It's a great Christopher Lee role, and then he went on to
is required
be in many other things.
whenever he's hired. It comes just before the kill. He has sex and then he shoots people with a golden gun. But that's not everyone's dream.
But it should be.
It is
Should
mine.
be.
It should be.
It's a little Sean Connery for you there.
James Bond, Mr.
Yeah, hey there.
Me, James Bond, Mr. Sean Connery.
Look out,
You've
Russia.
been shot once and you've been shot again in the head. I'll have a drink. Make it a double.
I have a jetpack.
Bad luck, bad guy. You've been messing with the wrong Bond, James. It's me, Sean Connery.
It's me, Sean Connery.
It's bad luck for you to meet with me, the main man in this area.
It's a great Sean Connery impression.
I'm a big bad spy. Doctor, no way are you getting out of this environment. I'm going to have you for breakfast. I'm a big tough guy from Britain. You're stuck in a bad hole. And that's my party trick. It's my Christmas party trick. My world famous Sean Connery.
The amount of times I've seen a game of Pictionary or a game of Dragons.
A good looking girl is just what I need to get me through this night. And that's another great Bond line. I mean, I do all the main Bond lines. Mr.
Only Bond though. There's no Sean Connery.
No, I wouldn't
outside
do it in
Bond.
Hunt for Red October because he's Russian.
Yeah, I wouldn't do him in
wouldn't do him
Highlander
in
because
X-Men.
he's Spanish.
I wouldn't do him in the Prison Escape movie because they use green pellets.
Yeah, and also he swears a lot.
No. The Rock,
Yeah,
which is the only movie that ever then became a man.
it's true.
And I stand by that. But you wouldn't like to see me on a bad day, I tell you that much. I'll beat you up. And that's my Sean. I don't know if you're picking it up on the microphone. It's very subtle. But it's real to life.
Oh,
And
yeah.
It's real to real because we're recording this into old tapes.
Tape reel, which you might hear the tapes wrangling away in the corner. Just forget about it.
Adam and I spent millions and millions on the old 8 tracks from the
Beatles.
original Beatles and also the Fleetwood Mac Tusk
Yeah.
recording, which Lindsay Buckingham spent so much time on.
They had the original recordings in them, and we
We're recording over those.
recorded over them. We just thought, click
That's
record.
what this is.
You know, Abbey Road or like Abbey No.
I mean, this is very valuable stuff, but if we just if we just slip over to the other the original track, because we can do that with our technology. Obviously right now you're hearing me and Adam being very informative. If we slip to the other side, we'll get Beatles.
Yeah.
And we'll do that in just a second. Adam, hit that button.
Yeah.
No.
Ling 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 ling
No.
ling 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 ling.
I was the walrus the whole time.
Ling 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 ling.
He's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
And that was just a little bit of that.
It's crap, gross gossip.
Yeah, that's from the Lost Beatles album, the Graham album, where they sing about grains and they sing about brains and they sing about.
There's a brain
Shame.
in my grain and it's coming down my chain, Paul.
That was just a conversation between John and Paul.
That was actually the last words ever spoken by John. He was on the world's first mobile phone, invented by the invented by the Samsung Corporation, just before he was shot to death.
Moments before his death.
Wow, this is Paul. He's going, that's strange. I've never had a call from John for years. And then John, hello? And then John, there's a brain in my grain and it's coming down my chain. Bang, bang, bang. And then that's good night, John Lennon.
Good night, John.
And then they didn't go back to the mobile phone for 20 years after that because they were so traumatized by the death of John Lennon.
But Paul McCartney really went from strength to strength in wings. So,
and also, actually, on that call, he didn't hang up. He heard the bang bangs. He thought he didn't understand mobile technology. He thought that meant hang up. And then he started recording Jet.
yeah, and it's wherever he goes. Whenever he goes to KFC, they say, "Can I take your order?" And he goes, "I'll have the wings."
Yes, he does. And then whenever he goes to the insect shop, he says, "I'll have the Beatles."
And the Beatles and the wings. He has so many Beatles around his home.
And that's his lunch. He'll have that. He'll have that as his lunch.
He will.
It's not even the best Beatle in my lunch. Is that your favourite Beatle, John?
He says that to every Beatle until
It's
he reaches his favourite Beatle.
That's my favourite Beatle. And then he eats it with his whole mouth.
He puts his whole mouth on that.
And then he eats the wings.
Yeah, who doesn't?
And also, the weird thing about Paul McCartney is he is part of a very select bunch, along with Adam and I, who lost their virgin lips kissing a cat's bottom.
Yeah, it's us, Paul McCartney, Cher, and I think the last one was.
Sure, that's it.
Is it just us?
Yeah, that's it. Maybe
Yeah.
Demi Lovato, I don't know. There were
No.
rumours about it.
Yeah, I think Demi Lovato on a. She's a bit young.
She's a bit young to talk. She's older than us, but she's a bit young to talk about.
Yeah, but she was a bit younger than us when she.
Yeah, she was 1 when she did it, so it doesn't really count. But she's older than us. But yeah, John, Paul, Ringo, and George are the Beatles. Yeah, that's just a little factoid for the groups.
They are.
For the Gmail groups.
And if you're a kissless, kissless man.
Not even the best kisser in the Beatles.
Yeah, if you've never had your first kiss and you're sitting there, and you're in your
30s,
Yeah,
late 30s if you're Danny. Or...
Yeah, you're 38, you're 39, you're not 40, you're 37. Just go out, don't go and kiss a cat's butthole.
37-year-old virgin.
Yeah, don't go and kiss a cat's butthole.
No, it's not worth it. Believe me.
Only do it by mistake, and even then,
Be blind and then do it.
yeah, just
You got a bad eyesight, or it's a police case. Well, basically, what happened with both me and Adam and I should say, to be grammatically correct, what happened with Adam and I is that we both got caught doing it by the old Bill. DCI Cummings, who was the guy who found both of us doing it,
Oh,
he's the
yeah.
main policeman in Edinburgh. He went, "All right, laddies, what you been up?" Well, separately, so just, "All right, laddie, what you been up to?" And then instead of doing the usual thing, Miranda writes what not, which you don't do in the UK, he pulled down one of those opticians' list of letters. He
Yeah.
went, "Read through that, laddie." And I went, AEIOJEY, and he went, no, it doesn't say that at all. You're free to go because obviously you're blind. And I imagine something similar happened with Adam. We haven't talked about it.
Yeah, no. Well,
But if
I
you'd
don't
had
like
read that perfectly, if you'd have gone, I've literally found out what all of these things say. If you'd have gone, IAMPAULMCARTNEY, then you would have been arrested because you've had perfect vision and you'd have done it on purpose.
You kissed that cat's butthole. That's
Yeah.
life.
Band on the Run.
Yeah.
When we were recording Band on the Run,
Kissed the
I
cat.
kissed a cat's butthole, and that was actually the first time I'd ever kissed any girl.
Any girl.
And that was a great moment. And I finally understand how to write the perfect love song. And that was when I wrote Kisses on the Bottom in 2016.
In brackets of a cat.
That is actually a Paul McCartney
2016.
album. It's called Kisses on the Bottom, and I think it did come out in 2015-16.
So he's done it after me and you and after Demi.
Neither one of us have dedicated an album to it. I would tell you that
No.
much.
Is that why Demi Lovato kissed the cat? Because she thought,
Inspired by Paul.
inspired by Paul, who did it later, she was inspired at one to write the best love song on earth.
Yes, and then that's when she went on to write Let It Be,
Yeah.
which John had already written, much to Paul's chagrin. But, Paul wrote Rocky Raccoon, so it's all equal.
He did. No, that's
it.
That's it.
That's all we've got to say on the matter.
That's it. It's over.
Bye.
Bye.